So I ended up watching this movie tonight. It's called Crime 101. It is a new Amazon Prime movie, but it did come out in cinemas. And before I get into how I feel about this movie and stuff, what I will say is that I do remember watching the trailer recently. I think it was not yesterday, I think it was the day before. I was like, this actually kind of looks like it could be a fun movie and stuff like that. And all that type of thing, where I thought about if it was going to feel like it was an action thriller movie. But after watching the movie, it's over 2 hours, and the first thing I'm going to say is that I did give the movie a chance. There was potential for this movie to be, something I'd enjoy and things. But it's one of those types of films where the more you watch it, the more you just kind of have to put up with it, if you know what I mean. Like, you just keep watching the film, and after a while, it's like, yeah, it's still there. It keeps going. It just feels like it's on forever, and that's honestly how I felt about the film. And don't get it twisted, because even though it does say Chris Hemsworth, Mark Ruffalo, Nick Nolte, there's also Halle Berry in the film. There's a few big actors in the movie. Don't get that twisted, because that's not going to convince you that this movie was amazing or anything. And don't let Rotten Tomatoes think otherwise, make you think that this movie is great, because honestly, even that, I don't even trust Rotten Tomatoes anymore. Never did actually. But you know, the fact that it's got glowing reviews, and then just kind of watch it, and yeah, it's all right. And I did also that. I'm pretty sure it says here 4.4 out of 5 stars on Prime, which don't believe that. I personally, in my opinion, I don't believe that either, because the movie wasn't that great, and the movie's just long. I mean, even if I'm going to talk about like the acting performances, I actually thought like Chris Hemsworth and Mark Ruffalo and all that, like they do what they can and all that, but you're not going to walk away and say, oh, that was like an Oscar worthy performance. And it's just kind of like, these actors are here, they're doing an acting performance, and that's kind of it really. And so the movie feels long, and then there's all like that. And yeah, overall, I didn't hate the film, but it's just a type of film that exists. You kind of just watch it, it happens in the moment. You watch a film, it just, in that moment when you watch that type of movie, it just doesn't really click with you. And that's how I felt about the film overall, is that it just was long, didn't click with me. I was not brainwashed by the fact that there was big actors in the movie, because that doesn't even do anything really. So overall, if I was to be really honest with you with this review, I have to say that Crime 101 is like a 6 out of 10. It's watchable. It gets there in the end, but it's not one of the movies where you're like, what an amazing film that was. It just, yeah, just kind of average, kind of mediocre in a way. And yeah, that's my review of the movie. I would have recorded it on the laptop, but you know what? Just felt like doing it right on my phone, because it's something just to talk about on my phone. And then obviously I have done videos on my phone before, so it mixes up the ways in which I do record my reviews, and I like doing reviews from my phone anyway. So stay tuned for more reviews on the James Allen Reviews. Hope you enjoyed this review. If you did enjoy Crime 101, then definitely take this review with a grain of salt. But this is just how I felt about the movie. So stay tuned for more reviews on the James Ramblin' Reviews. Goodbye.